We now straightway proceed with the official launching.
Ladies and gentlemen, farmers, firstly I must thank you, all of you for being here. I know it's a busy day, it's a weekday, and to get people like you who are very important to us to leave your farms and workplace to be here, it's really appreciated. Because it's not on a weekend, and I know how precious time is. We don't want to keep you very long, but firstly I'd like to say thank you to the CEO of the Sugarcane Growers Fund, Mr. Sharma, for organizing this and seeing the importance of this and sending me an invitation. So I'm very honored to be here, and I convey good wishes of the Honorable Prime Minister as your Minister, as Minister for Sugar this morning. Today is a very important day because we're going to launch a product and it's a good initiative because as you know that the sugar industry where we were in 2016, one of the lowest tonnage that we produced, 1.3 million tons, and we have risen from 1.3 million tons to 1.85 million tons at the moment, and hoping that everything goes good this year, no cyclones. We are aiming to get very close to 2 million tons or even more than that. That's the expectation of the Sugar Ministry. Today is an important day because this product called Farm Purchase and Loan product that we are going to launch, which the CEO has told briefly to you. It's timely because we're going to begin the session, begin the season, and we'd like to see that farmers such as you who can benefit, and those who are aspiring to be farmers can also benefit. Our statistics shows that 79% of our active growers are above the age of 50 years. So what we are doing, we are trying to bring in young farmers who could be professionals, who could be teachers, or could be retired people from their formal work, so that we can get them to do farming. The lack of interest we have noted from the younger generation because they have taken jobs elsewhere. They've taken paid jobs in construction industry, in tourism industry and other industry, and there is a demand for it. I'm talking through the statistics that I see from the Department of Immigration. The request from employers is increasing day by day to get people because we are facing shortage of people. So those who could be doing farming or were working in farms, they have got jobs, better jobs, so they have moved. So this is the reason that we are facing this problem. And as you know, last year that we had to get cane cutters from Vanuatu. There is a huge request even this year. I was recently in Ba talking to the farmers, and two farmers told me that they needed almost 100 workers, farm workers, as of immediate need, because they can't find local hands to do the job. And they showed me land which was lying idle. They want to do farming, but they said that we don't have labor. So these are some of the issues that we are having, and I thought to share with you the percentage. That this is the percentage that of farmers which are above the age of 50 years, 79%. Two major contributors to declining interest from our young generation also is the government incentive to provide education to these children. As you know, that government is paying almost the full cost of a child going to school. So some years ago, when I was running the roads of here Labasa, that time we had to pay school fees, and it was a lot of burden to the parent. And not every child had the opportunity to go to school, so they ended up in farms. But these days, because of the government initiative in the education sector, we are able to put every child in school. To address some of these things, what we have done last year, we introduced the new farmer grant assistance that started, the idea started in 2017, and we immediately implemented. And the success of that has been seen in 2018 and 2019. Under the new farmer scheme, these are the new farmers which have not done farming before or did not own farms. Some of them were workers on the farm. They are now owning farms. So Ministry of the Sugar Industry provides grants to these new farmers to meet the lease acquisition cost and farm establishment cost. For farm establishment, the ministry provides free fertilizer, free weedicide, and planting grant for maximum of 5 acres per year. This is the incentive we are giving, and so that we want more new farmers, new people to get into farming and come forward so that we can start them off for the first year. And I'm happy to give you some statistics on this. Since the inception of new farmers assistance in 2017, we have assisted 209 new farmers. So which means that 209 people came forward, they've got farms now and they have started farming. And they have acquired land leases and established farms very successfully. And out of these 209 new farmers assisted, 173, which is 83%, are male, 29% or 14% are female farmers. So it's also encouraging that females are coming forward and buying land, and they're getting into farming. And the balance of that, which is 7, in other words 3%, they are joint farms between husband and wife. And I've noted that 115 or 55% of these 209 farmers that we have now are from north, are from here. So you are more than what's in Vitilevu, and like to see that more and more farmers come and increase this number. And 45%, of course, is from the Western Division. And I'm also pleased to tell you that out of these 209 farmers that we have assisted or we have established, 34% of these farmers are Itoke farmers, which never did farming. Because sugarcane farming was mostly done by Indo-Fijians. And now you can see that because of the farming assistance that we provided, we have taught them how to farm through the sugarcane the research institution. And we are continuing to do more. So these farmers have been taught, they were not farmers, and 34% of these 209 are Itoke. This is very positive, and we want to continue to assist people that are owning land and where the land is not being used now, which was once used for farming, so they come forward and take advantages of this grant from government and start farming. So this is a very special message I would like to give to the Itokes who own land, and these land were once farms, to talk to us, to talk to the ministry, so that we can assist you and start these kind of farms. And those of you who are here, please take this message to your friends, to your relatives, to your colleagues, that there are incentives from government, and we'd like to see this grow. There have been a lot of requests that has come to our office, and with the budget that we have, the request exceeds more. So what we will do, we will work out some ways of looking at the unproductive sugarcane farmland to provide to productive farmland. So what we want from you is simply find the land, get everything, and talk to my director here, Sanjay Kumar is here, who will be able to guide you in terms of where the forms are available, how can you get the forms. I think the forms are with every sugarcane grower's office. So you can acquire a form from there and fill it. Considering that it's a positive spillover to the sugar industry, the ministry decided to extend the new farmers assistance scheme to new farmers and farm purchase assistance scheme in August 2019. So let me talk about this farm purchase grant. For the farm purchase grant, the Ministry of Sugar Industry provides a grant to new farmers to meet 15% of the land acquisition cost, or a maximum of $10,000, whichever is less. And these new farmers can apply. As I said, the maximum amount we'll give is $10,000, or 15% of the total cost of getting the land. And this is for the first year. So in the first year we start you off, and from there we expect that you should be able to carry your farm activities. And for instance, if the farm which you intend to buy costs you $10,000, then 15% of the 10,000 of 100,000, which is $15,000. In this case, the ministry will pay you $10,000 and not $15,000, because we simply work on the percentage. And where 15% of the farm purchase cost is less than $10,000, then ministry will only meet the 15% of the farm cost and not $10,000. So this is how the mechanism works. And the reason we want to apply based on the percentage, because we want to help as many farmers as we can, so that everyone has the fair share of the cake. About farm purchase products, a fund has been assisting the Ministry of Sugar in implementing the new farm assistance grant and for the past 2 years. And I commend the work of the Sugarcane Growers Fund, its chief executive, for bringing these ideas. As you know, he's a former banker, so I've told him that whatever he does, the interest rate must be very low to you. It has now developed a new loan product to collaborate with the Ministry's farm purchase grant and to benefit the new entrant farmer in the industry. And this product is a combination of loan and government grant. So while government will provide 15% of the cost of the farm purchase, the fund will finance the balance of 85% through farm purchase loan product. And you can speak to the staff here that I see from the Sugarcane Growers Fund about how to acquire this. And should I say that interest rate is less than the bank?
It is half of the bank.
It is half of the bank. So there you go. The interest rate is half of what the commercial banks will charge you.
Normal bank is 12%.
So he says the bank is 12% and the interest rate offered by you is?
6 and 6.5.
So the interest rate that you acquire is 6 and 6.5%. So under this product, male farmers who are above the age of 35 years, fund will provide a loan of 6.5% interest rate. However, for the female and male youth farmers, fund will provide 6%. So there's an incentive for the female farmers that you will save 0.5% of the interest rate if you get into farming. And so the whole idea is to encourage both, and I know as the figures I have given you, the females coming into farming, this will further encourage them to use and make best use of the land that you have. And this goes well with the government's plan on the National Development Plan and Sustainable Development Goals of gender equality in the government. To date, Ministry has approved 34 applications pertaining to farm purchase, only where government contributed a total of $170,050. So $170,050 was given by the government grant to meet the 15% of the farm purchase cost, and the other 85% will be from the Sugarcane Growers Fund under the loan scheme. In addition, these farmers would also be assisted with free fertilizer, and the value of that is $1,823. Free weedicide and cane planting grant, and that's $3,000 for a maximum of 5 acres. And later this afternoon, I will be also opening the new chemistry lab of the Sugar Research Institute in Batnikama, and I look forward to see what they have to offer. I have visited their head office 2 weeks ago, and I was very impressed seeing some of the new things they have been doing, tissue culture, and also other traditional farming methods which were done some years ago. Some of the things that we will talk about a little later. This institute has a technology transfer program that disseminates information to the farmers, and the focus of this program is to educate growers to adopt best management practices in order to raise cane and sugar yield on the farms. So all the institutions are revamped to provide better services to the growers, and that is what the government's wishes. This is what the government's policy is, that all the industry, all the stakeholder industry in the sugar industry, they have been assisted by government directly or indirectly, so that essentially that benefit is passed to you. And government will continue to put a lot of effort and attention to the sugar industry with various subsidies and grants. These services have been some of the expectation, and this is to increase the production and improve the livelihood of our farmers. While government and sugar stakeholders are doing its parts, I request all farmers to take advantage of all the systems and help the industry to achieve the good figures that we had in the good times of the sugar industry. And we went down, but the statistics are showing a very positive comeback and we'd like to see and say that without you, we cannot make it happen. So today, I'd like to thank once again for my friends here on my left, Ratu. Thank you for blessing this occasion, and all the farmers that are here, and of course the institutions. Let's work together. Let's hold hands together. Let's solve the problems together. And I can assure you the government will continue to provide assistance to you as it has been doing over the last many years. Thank you very much. Vinaka Bakalagu Dhanyavad. All right.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
We can take up photos and rice. We'll be running around. So please, in our own rights, for our own children, let's do that. And we can certainly get inculcated and advocating and trying to implement.